Good evening. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM. Tonight, we're celebrating one of the most talented, natural, intelligent, versatile, genuinely good natured, and enduringly popular stars of all time. Wow, this person sounds amazing. I forget who it is. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Oh yeah. Here it is. Tom Hanks. He's also a producer, a writer, and a director, and it is Tom Hanks's 70th birthday today. In 1990, 2 years after Hanks landed on Hollywood's A-list with his Oscar-nominated performance in Big, directed by Penny Marshall, he starred opposite Meg Ryan for the first time in a romantic comedy, Joe versus the Volcano, written and directed by John Patrick Shanley. Even though Joe versus the Volcano was a Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan movie, it was not a hit. Reviews were mixed. It's worth noting that it has since become a cult favorite. Hanks and Ryan scored a much bigger success with their second movie together, our first Hanks film tonight, a classic comedy co-written and directed by the godmother of the modern romantic comedy, Nora Ephron. From TriStar Pictures in 1993, Hanks and Meg Ryan lead the way in Sleepless in Seattle. It's the story of an architect, recently a widower, that's Hanks, raising his 8-year-old son. The kid, played with astonishing intent and confidence by Ross Malinger, loves and misses his mom, but also recognizes it's past time for his dad to move on, to meet somebody. The boy calls a late-night talk radio show about love to tell his dad's story, which is how Sleepless in Seattle gets off and running. If movies, at their best, are magic, then few movies explore that notion better than Sleepless in Seattle. Those magical cinematic love stories are a recurring theme in Sleepless as the characters wonder if real romance can ever be like movie romance. Rosie O'Donnell, as Meg Ryan's best friend, delivers one of the movie's best lines. "You don't want to be in love," Rosie tells Meg. "You want to be in love in a movie." There are a number of references to the 1957 romance An Affair to Remember, starring Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr. There's one scene in Sleepless that perfectly captures how and why movies matter so much to us. It features Hanks at dinner with friends, a married couple played by Victor Garber and Rita Wilson, Hanks' wife off camera for the last 38 years. Rita Wilson steals this scene, explaining through these body-shaking sobs and heaves what makes An Affair to Remember so tragically romantic. It is one of my favorite scenes ever in a movie. Here, it's the highlight of a film imbued with wonderful moments of comedy, poignancy, loss, absurdity, and joy. From writer-director Nora Ephron in 1993, also with Bill Pullman and Rob Reiner, Sleepless in Seattle. Initially, Tom Hanks turned down the role of Sam Baldwin in Sleepless in Seattle, thinking he wasn't right for the part. But after Nora Ephron came in to direct and rewrite the script, Hanks changed his mind. He was looking for a role with more emotional heft than the parts he'd been playing. "This guy is enmeshed in grieving," said Hanks, "and no one has to work hard in buying that attractive premise." He was right. Sleepless in Seattle was a huge success at the box office when released in 1993, and afterwards audiences wanted more of Hanks and Meg Ryan together. They got it in 1998 when Nora Ephron paired the two stars again in her romantic comedy You've Got Mail, a modern version of the 1940 Ernst Lubitsch classic The Shop Around the Corner, which co-starred Margaret Sullivan and Jimmy Stewart, an actor whose on-screen quality is echoed by Tom Hanks. Coming up, Hanks gives an Oscar-winning performance in a groundbreaking legal drama that premiered 6 months after Sleepless in Seattle. Philadelphia, co-starring Denzel Washington, is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Philadelphia. Then That Thing You Do. And later, The Burbs. We put out the welcome mat for Tom Hanks tonight.